I'll tell you a story before it tells itself.
The 3 words I would use to describe myself are detail-oriented, confident, and creative. I would choose detail-oriented to describe myself because in every aspect of my life I am very detail-oriented and I perfect everything. In this position at South by Sea that I have, I work with thousands of sorority women around campus, and I try to make designs that resonate with them and their mission in life. So throughout this, I want to make this like the most perfect design that I can get that just speaks to as many people as possible. The second word that I would use to describe myself is confident. If you would have asked me this question as a freshman in college, I would never have chosen this word, but I can safely say that this is absolutely one of my best skills in my life right now. I joined Her Campus Iowa, this digital media brand for college-age women, and Iowa has a chapter here, and I joined this as a freshman and was very shy and only really wanted to send in pictures, and I guess they noticed that I had some leadership qualities, so I worked my way up. I was a social media manager, and fast forward to now, and I'm the president of this amazing organization with 50 women in it. And throughout this journey, obviously there's been mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And I think that the best part I've noticed is that instead of me stressing about those mistakes, I learn from them and I become more confident with what I'm doing. The last word, and probably my favorite trait of mine, is my creativity. I like to show off my creativity in every way possible. I've recently found that my preferred way of showing this off is digital media. I do this professionally with Her Campus Iowa and South by Sea. My favorite is probably when I started running Her Campus Iowa's Instagram. We established a theme, so I wanted to put in a theme to make the page more cohesive. I used my creativity, used design softwares to make some memes. I love designing and executing the strategy for them because I really just felt that it portrayed the brand of Her Campus Nationals even more, and I was very proud of the work that I got to do. Just like the rest of the world, I have been obsessed with Ariana Grande lately. One of her newest songs, 7 Rings, really resonates with me just because of the girl boss vibes it gives off and the confidence. While the song talks more about the success of working rather than what work she put in to get to her success, it reminds me of my work ethic because I am consistently wanting to work hard and to never stop reaching to reach my goals. I definitely love being able to give myself a reward when I finish something and see all my hard work pay off at the end, just like how Ariana says in the song. In 5 years, I definitely see myself in a big city. I want to be working for a company in the digital media and marketing field, hopefully for a large beauty-related or fashion-related brand that targets millennials. My biggest goal throughout all of this is to find a company that has the same values as I do and find someone who supports and empowers females just as much as I want to. My favorite item and the best item that I've probably bought in a while is definitely my Nordic beach wrap. So a Nordic beach wrap is this. It is like a super soft, oversized, fuzzy teddy bear-like coat. It's honestly one of the softest things I've ever felt, and I almost wear it every day. And I know that in Texas right now it's probably like 40 degrees warmer than Iowa because it's like a foot of snow on the ground, it's like 20 degrees, it's horrible. But I know everybody uses a blanket to sleep at night, and whenever I'm wearing this, it honestly always feels like I'm wearing a blanket. I just think that this coat gives me the best sleep because whenever I sleep in it, I literally wake up and I'm so refreshed and just honestly ready to start my day. I think everybody could benefit from having one of these because it's just like a big hug all the time. These coats unfortunately like sell out all the time whenever they put out new colors, but I do know a few girls who work for this company, so if you wanted one I could definitely get you one. I debated my answer to this question for a little bit. I think that life is definitely about taking risks while you're using your skills, so combining them, not just risking it all. But if I had to double $2,000 in 24 hours, I would take this money and I would go play poker. While I'm not the biggest fan of gambling and I just don't like the only idea of risk, I think that poker is a game that you have to have a strategic mindset and confidence and patience throughout the game, which I like to have all of those skills. I think that poker just requires you to be risky, of course, and always, but I think it allows you to think first and combine the risk with strategy. So in my life, I always choose to use my skills rather than just simply risking everything. But I believe combining the two skills together makes others see that you're ambitious and confident in everything that you do. I've always definitely been in love with the fashion industry and always wanted to pursue merchandise buying as a career when I was in high school. However, I chose University of Iowa because it was closer to my parents and they didn't offer a creative track to follow fashion. I decided to more follow my creative talents through the digital media world, which I'm doing then communication studies and learning about like marketing throughout the world. I think that having this slightly different perspective and bringing that to Sherri Hill can help throughout the brainstorming process and for digital media. I think that digital media and social media is so important in this day and age just because everybody is on their phones and always looking to the internet to find the best option for everything. So I love the idea that Sherri Hill strives to make every woman look their best no matter what, and I would love the opportunity to use your social media to help share this mission with even more women. Lastly, I just wanted to say thank you so much for this opportunity to move forward in the interview process. I've loved Sherri Hill ever since I was in high school. I remember freshman year of high school when I heard about the fact that we got to have dances. I went on Instagram and found your guys' page and I begged my mom. I was like, look at these dresses, I want to get one of these, I want to own one. That never really happened, but then senior year when I had my own job and I had my own car and I was still determined to get a Sherri Hill dress, I grabbed a few friends, we drove up to Chicago, which is like a 3-hour drive, and went to Peaches boutique where there's a bunch of Sherri Hills there, and I only had one mission and it was to walk out with a beautiful Sherri Hill that makes me feel amazing. And I found that, and I found this gorgeous pink 2-piece all sequin top dress for prom, and I loved the confidence and regalness that this piece gave me, and it just made me feel beautiful. I know my skills would be a great asset to your company, and I would love the opportunity to work for such an amazing company. Thank you guys so much, and I cannot wait to hear from you soon.